That's okay. Having a little technical difficulties anyway.
Yeah, it seems to. I seem to have good service all day, and then I go to do this, and it's like, never mind, buddy.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Well, looks good for now.
I've got the old Wi-Fi going. I did make a little list in case you need some stuff to talk about.
I ain't gonna hurt any.
Did you see the new Crossman? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was just shutting some lights off.
Timmy said, "What's up? What's up, Timmy? Did you see the new
Hey,
Crossman 362 limited edition for $400?"
I did see that. I didn't get one.
No.
Really beautiful looking gun, though, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. In my head, I was like, "Man, that's ridiculous." And then I got to thinking about like, well, if I built that, that's how much I would spend on it. Easy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Really.
still breech, all that custom stuff, stock.
Yep. Man, I just look super washed out. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to start more in here. See what happens.
Look too pale.
I know. That's
What you
probably
guys
too
think?
dark.
What do you guys think about the 362 limited edition, 100 years, $400 362? Timmy says he's still trying to fix his wife's demon possessed car. Good luck. Good luck with
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got my computer in a different spot.
Do you do this with your phone or your computer?
I look at my laptop for comments. I'm gonna try something right there.
I'd like to eventually learn how to do this with my computer and use one of those webcams, but I don't know how that would work if you're sending me the link through.
Well, I can email it too. So
Maybe I'll work on that this week a little bit then.
I have a webcam, but this shoots way better video than my. It's a separate cam that
Yeah.
I've got for my little laptop, but it doesn't shoot very nice.
I've been looking at that Riverside app too, and it looks like it would be pretty simple to use. So maybe if we keep this up for, I don't know, a little bit longer, I don't know, try it out. But I don't know how that would work with the live stream with YouTube as far as comments.
Yeah, we just have to see. We can always. I still have my subscription to Zoom, which we can do them through there. I can host it. We can go live through Zoom, and I can have
Yeah.
as many people as you want over there.
Yeah, my wife, she's got one of those too. G-Man says for him the 362 100th was 100 too much. That's about right. If it was about $300, I would have. There's, I know that's like once you start getting up in there, there's not a massive difference, but man, $100 is $100. You know?
Yeah, yep. And I really, I realize it's a 100th anniversary gun and all that stuff, but I guess it's definitely going to retain some value. I mean, some collector value, I suppose for sure. But how long? I'll probably be dead, gone before that thing's actually worth more than it's sold for.
Right.
Think about
And
grandkid. Yes.
and you're going to want to use it, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, I saw a comment. Riddick put up a post about uh, how they're sold out. Somebody commented on there. They said about the price being 400. Somebody said 800 on eBay coming soon. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's true. I see that a lot with those wire rocks. Seems like
Yeah.
they'll go on sale on Airguns of Arizona, and like a week later, they'll be like, "I have 14 of these for
Right.
$150 more."
I guess if you got the wad of cash to do it, but still you're stealing that deal from people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's gambling too for me.
It is.
I
I don't know if
never.
if you're selling guns, it's a limited edition thing, and some guy wants 10 of them. I think I'd be like, no, I'll sell you one of them
Right.
because they're going to sell. You're going to sell them. You know what I mean? Let somebody else get that deal too. But,
I doubt Crossman cares.
no, as
Did
long
you
as
ever?
they're sold.
Yeah. Did you ever get your stuff figured out?
They finally refunded my money here. I don't know, Thursday, something like that. So it was, oh yeah, it was Thursday because I was going to call them Friday. And it was Thursday afternoon. Came in. It's like, okay, you guys have had that gun for 2 weeks. Can I get my money back? You know, but they did finally make good on it. So yes.
I sent that Emerge back, and I hope it made it back. The only FedEx place that we have nearby was a Dollar General drop off, and she didn't give me a tracking number. She's like, they'll text you
Well,
whenever they pick it up, and I was like, please do, because I want them to send some stuff back to me. But I went back up there and asked for it. She was like, oh no, I don't know what happened to it. I'm like, oh god, I hope.
that makes me feel good about it. Yeah, no tracking. That
Yeah,
sucks.
it'll be all right.
I'm sure you get back to them. I just stuff like that too. It makes me nervous too. It's like, well, I don't, because I like to look at it like I did with that crossbow thing. I looked it up. It's like, yeah, they've had it now for a couple of days or whatever, and it was almost 2 weeks. So, what
G
you
Man
man
says,
saying?
G-Man says, with the Crossman selling them out so quick or so much, do you think that Crossman would make a wood version similar without the 100th designation? If they would and say sell it for 225, I would buy one because I enjoyed the 362 that I borrowed, even though it had the Baker parts on it that were kind of didn't go along with they were had some problems. But I think if they had one for 225, I would probably pick one up, especially with the wood stock. I liked shooting that rifle, so
I haven't got to shoot one yet, but I know people like them. And then as you guys know,
okay, there it is.
I love yep, you're all right, man. You can do it. Get it out. But
Booger.
I like that traditional look a lot. I like that wooden stock a lot. So
Yeah.
it'd be hard to pass it because I mean, I had the Dragonfly in my cart a couple times and about to pull trigger on it to just because it's like an adult pumper. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's wood stock.
Yeah, I
Which I
watched
think
GTM's review, and have you ever watched his channel much?
who's that?
GTM. It's like gun toting Minnesotan,
I
but
haven't. No.
he did a review on stuff, and he does like really long reviews, and he went kind of
Detailed.
hard on the Seneca, and I was like, man, I don't know if I want something with he talked for like 10 minutes how he didn't like it compared to his Buckrail 1377 build. So
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen some pretty good stuff about them, but I saw one thing and a couple different guys' reviews on those dragonflies was the repeater aspect of the gun. And they were like, "That's really why. Why would you have that? You got to pump it." But I still think it's a good thing because that's just one less step that
right,
you gotta. You know what I mean? Because for me, again, sausage fingers. Loading a pellet can be a pretty fiddly thing for me. So if I've got a magazine, I just click it. I mean, obviously you're not having fast follow up shots with it, but for me, I like that aspect of it. And I know some guys are kind of turned off by that, but
yeah,
I like it.
yeah. I think my next thing is going to be a chaser. Do you still have one on your site?
Um, I don't have any chasers up there, but I've got. Well, I'm supposed to send that. Are you wanting a rifle or pistol
No,
version?
I'm just going to Buckrail one out, and um, I think that'll be the next. But dude, I'm so strapped for cash. I spent my gun money this month on we. It's been a big week for me, but it's showing loading on there on my computer. Hold on, I think we're freezing up.
Oh, really?
Okay, so it's been a big week, and on the way back from the my wife's graduation, I stopped at a pawn shop and spent like 180 bucks on cameras to flip.
Uh,
So that was my gun money for this month. So
right, right.
hopefully it will. Hopefully they'll sell.
Yeah. Well, it'll come in. I'll just we'll talk about it later, but I'll get it to you and then just play with it like. But, yep, so, fired off to you. Anyway, yeah, G-Man knows, he feels my pain and my sight too. Yeah, it doesn't help any. So I'll tell you what too. Like, well, I don't, just made me think about the Challenger uh, magazine, the 25 caliber, and a PJ um, Clark did a review on a different AEA gun, but he used the same magazine. He's having the same problem that I am with it. Just one of the ones you got to spin it around and flip it over, put one in, and then flip it back over. And for I don't know what it is, getting that first one in there is just like mess with it, mess with it, mess with it. It finally drops down in there. Jimmy's got one. I don't know, Jimmy, you been having any problems like that with yours? I mean, it's not really a big deal, but it's just kind of like it's a little annoying, you know. Like today, I was shooting a string, and I had my chronograph sitting out on the roof outside of my house here, and the sun was moving so fast that I kept having to, I had the sunshades on it, and I kept having to move it. And I'm trying to hurry up load so I could just shoot my string,
Right.
But I had to move that chronograph like 3 or 4 times. That shot string was supposed to be a 40 shot string, and it ended up being 35. But,
Yeah, I've not gotten to shoot any. I've got a Taurus TX22 that I've been messing with. I shot it a little bit yesterday.
yeah, you're saying you either had that or gonna pick that up soon.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of accurate to be a semi-auto pistol. I put that that laser light combo on there, and it's pretty cool. I would pull it out, but got it in a case in here. So,
Yeah.
but the way that light laser combo works is on the right side. I shoot lefty. On the right side, you can hold the lever down, and it'll stay on as long as you hold the lever down. So it's like a pressure switch on one side, and on the other side, it's like an on off. So it's kind of neat for flashlights because I was thinking about just sending back that laser light and getting the $60, but
Right,
after putting
right.
it on there and messing with it, I was like, because I mean, it's like probably 3 times a month I've got to run outside and chase something off, and I'm always with a headlamp on and an AR, you know.
Yeah.
And by the time I get all that done, and I'm like, do I really want to pop off a 223 right now at 11?
Right.
You know. So I had it mounted
That'd
on the
be
pistol to do Amazon reviews, and I was like, this will be perfect for possums and coyotes and raccoons. So
yeah, absolutely. It'll be ready to go. I mean,
yeah, because I hadn't even started adjusting the sights, and I was hitting steel at like 12 yards really pretty easily. So
cool. It's always nice when you get something that's working well for you.
yeah,
Uh, G-Man, oh, he got rained out. I know he said he was going to try to get it out this weekend. The commander, I guess, guys,
right.
G-Man got the commander, and he was going to get it out and do some shooting with it. But it's been weird here all weekend too. It's been kind of rainy, and then we actually have tonight. They're talking like really bad storms here, like
Really.
bad storms. Yeah, I'm like, ah, dang it, dude. I hate it, man.
Yeah, I hadn't got to shoot any. My wife graduated on Thursday, and my sister had her baby Thursday night. And then we had a field trip. Look, my little girl's field trip all day Friday, which was like, the graduation was from like 8 in the morning until 5 because this was PhD, so we had to go to 2 different ones. And then
Wow.
so I was exhausted from that. And then we had a field trip, which was really fun, but I was just wore out. And then yesterday I got up and I wanted to get my sister's yard mowed before they came home because I didn't go down to the hospital because I was like, what am I going, what am I going to do? But I said, is there anything y'all need? And I'll come mow your yard, take your trash off, stuff like that.
All right.
And she said, well, we do need to mow the yard, or you can just watch the baby and Will can do it. And I said, no, I'm going to mow it because he's going to be tired. And then I got over there, and he's got a nice yard, but he's been putting fertilizer on it. And I'm out there with a push mower, so it took me like 5 hours because I had to mow it twice. So
Oh,
I was wore out yesterday, and then today I got my Benjamin out, the 25 cal, and got all the pellets out and everything. and then just ran out of steam at like lunchtime. So
Yeah. Way that goes. That kind of happened to me yesterday. I just like we've been turkey hunting last. I took Friday off and then Saturday, and it just getting up at 3, which isn't a lot. I mean, usually get up at 4:30 anyway. But when you get up and you go hunt, and you still have a lot of stuff. I don't know. Yesterday I was just wore out. I actually took 2 naps yesterday. I don't know if you guys can hear stupid dogs in the background. Yeah, I apologize.
not too
Uh,
bad.
let's see. Yeah, Timmy said it's cold, rain and cold there, but it's really humid here, and not near as humid as it's going to get. It gets stupid humid, but uh, and pretty warm today. So I don't like it.
It's been hot here. I've been getting some stuff done, but I get like, do you get like these beard hairs where they're like really stiff and it'll be like two or three hairs growing out of the same thing? I get those and I like pull them out. And the day I was in
Yeah.
here, like found one and I was like, dang, this is a good one. And I pulled it out and it was a tick. And like, I
Yep,
was like, ah, then I lost the tick. So
we had them all over us coming out of the timber. Just walking in the first day. I looked down and I had 3 of them on my pant legs. And that was just walking in. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. We get out of here. But
yeah,
yeah,
that's
like beard hairs and even like this hair doesn't grow. It grows out. It's real curly. When humidity comes, man, it's just like cling. It just everything popped out everywhere. You know what I mean? It's freaking annoying.
yeah. I don't have the head hair problem anymore. That's
Yeah. Sorry.
it,
Sorry.
it's been it's been self deleting for the past couple years.
Yeah.
I did get my Crossman 1377 back together. I painted it brown, which now that I've done it, I've been like, I don't know if I
How you
liked it
feel
at
about it?
all. I
Not
don't
all
know.
really.
There's no going back now. I
Yeah.
mean,
Kind of committed.
yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. I think once it gets some wear on it, it'll look cooler. But right now, it just looks like I spray painted an air gun with brown.
Right.
So
Yeah. I don't mind them solid colors though. Sometimes to be
no, I don't
quite
either.
honest, with a camoed guns, I don't mind a gun stock being camoed, but I really don't like when everything on the gun is camo, like the scope,
Right.
everything's camo. I don't know. I know people like it, but it's just not. I don't like it. I don't like
I want to do that Ruger American Rimfire, but that's only if I get a can for it because I'm about to put a little like a one of those, those glass front gun cabinets. I'm gonna put one of them
Yes.
out here so that I can keep more stuff over here because I don't like keeping many things inside my house.
Yeah.
And out here, they're just gonna rust. So anything I keep over here is gonna have to have some kind of, either not care about it or be hosed down. So,
Yeah.
but I haven't even started the can thing will probably be next year. I don't have any money, so but
Right. Let's see. G-Man. So Jason the Commander is going to be a super bench rest gun for a tinkering person. The Commander is a great buy from AOA at their price, which you did get a really killer price on it. And I do really think that's like you said, a tinker's, type of gun, man. I think you'd have a lot of fun working on that thing and get some pretty cool results out of it. So I'll be anxious, G-Man, to see how things shake out for you on the gun. And the price at AOA, what was it, 195, something
they
like
charge
like that. I mean,
they charge shipping.
yeah,
Well,
I think
so
so. I
that
don't know, G man. I don't remember. So I went and looked at it. I even put it in a cart and the whole bit just to see how much it would. Because it is like to see how taxes and some sites
right.
don't charge tax, that kind of stuff. I just wanted to see how much it factored in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, hey Nebs, how you doing, man?
What's up, Nibs? Yeah, I spent all of mine on. We stopped at that pawn shop, and there was a camera that I knew was rare, but now that I've listed it, it's not selling as fast as I thought it was going to. And I bought an old film camera, which they normally sell quick, but they just hadn't sold yet, so I hadn't made my money. But hopefully, I can out of that 180, I can double my money and then have some
Yeah.
gun money out of that.
Yeah, that's kind of was hoping to do. I guess maybe I'll just talk about this about the website. What's going on with that? I know there's. I had actually had a video unlisted, and I was going to release it today, but it's just they've taken even more away from me over there. And
At the
as
website,
far as yeah, so now I can't send a pay link. They're just blowing me off. They're not responding to me at all. They won't give me a reason, and it's because it's guns. It's air guns. That's what it is. We got this whole anti-gun thing in this country right now. And what they're doing, I guess I'm going to get on a soapbox here for a second, but I'm just going to do it. It's discrimination, is what it is, and it's BS. But there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, they don't care what I think about anything. So at this point, with the website, next month I'm not paying for the subscription. It's going to be up. If somebody wants to go on there and buy something from me through PayPal, awesome. But I mean, after that, I am going to talk to a couple of guys that have websites that are selling their guns and see if I can get some advice from them on how they do it or what's a good platform to do it. Maybe start it back up. It's pretty heartbreaking because I put a lot of work into it and jumped through all their hoops and did everything that they wanted me to do and got approval for all of it, and then they decided to take it away. So okay, I'm gonna shut
yeah.
up about that.
What platform did you go through?
GoDaddy.
Yeah,
So if you're looking to build a website through GoDaddy to sell anything air gun related or anything like that, don't do it because they'll let you do it and they'll tell you, yeah, well, it's all good, man, and then get in there and then they start taking stuff away from you. So
what about just the eBay store? Just
that's
putting it
what I
on.
thought about doing eBay, uh, which I'm seriously thinking about doing. But I used to sell on eBay back like 2016, 2017. I think
Yeah,
they took like 3.5%.
yeah.
Now it's 13.25%. Well, you know that you're you're selling over there, so I was like, whoa. But I still a guy can still make money, so maybe I'll just do that. I just really wanted it to be my own thing, you
Right.
know what I mean? But I guess I can do like I saw Manny do here a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, where he just put up a post and said, "Hey, I got this over on eBay. If anybody's interested, come take a look at it." So,
Yeah, I've done that several times. I actually
and
sold one to Mr. Chihu. But most of the time when I sell air guns on eBay, I might make $10, $15. I mean, by the time I ship it, by the time it takes the fees.
fees,
But with me,
yeah,
I'm
man,
like, I would rather just if I just sold that Crossman Fury, great gun. I like shooting it, really accurate, but I've got too many things that I want to do that having so many things around distracts me. And by the time I sold it to a guy on Patreon, I might have made $10. But I would rather
yeah,
it go to them than
get some use.
than sit and rust because that's just what it's going to do. So
And that's what, like the stuff I have up on my website. It's stuff that I shoot occasionally, but not very often. And it's just kind of sitting around.
the
So
thing with eBay is if you have patience, like if you can just have patience with it and let it sit for a little while, you'll sell it. But
well, and that's one of their because when I'm looking into it, and they're like, we've got 8 quadrillion customers or whatever. It's like, but that's good and bad because then you're also with a ton of people. You know what I mean? Trying to sell the same thing. So, but that's the key to it. There, you just kind of set it out there, and hopefully somebody bites on it, get rid of the thing. So that's probably where it's going to end up going because I do want to recover some of the money that I invested in it. And like I was telling you earlier, I bought some things on credit that I want to get paid off. So, I mean, it's all kind of
yeah,
related to the channel and to the website, things like that. So, this is what we got going on here. Oh, Monkey Dad's here. Hey, Toby, thanks for coming over, man. Let's see. just seeing if we missed anything. So
I did put my old B3 together. You probably hadn't made it
that's
back through
I
that,
just started watching it. So yeah, I'll get to it here, but
but I'll ruin it for you. The I think what happened is when I took it apart and put it back together, I had some Crossman stock bolts sitting on the table, and I put the Crossman stock bolts back in there instead of the B3 ones, and they're like an 16th of an inch longer. So I thought that I didn't know why it wasn't working, but I just took a file and filed them off. But see, even
uh,
that, like that video right there, I wouldn't be able to put on YouTube.
because you're doing stuff to it.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, and some people can get away with it, but it's like mine. It's like they come back
I
limited, and then I get. I mean, the last time with the Buckrow videos, man, I pitched a fit with them people to the point where I
yeah
was getting new things, limited monetization, and I was like, this ain't even worth the amount of time and effort. So
yeah. Lou, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming by. Hi, Joe. I don't think I even said hi to him. I just said he's here. Um, part of my channel, most of my most watched videos are stuff where I was doing repair work. And I think that's kind of a newer thing. But I'm not saying again, I'm not monetized, so I haven't had them ever take any of my repair videos down. But I know like now it's like a big deal. Like you don't take anything apart or anything like that. But and
oh
that's
yeah. So you don't do
kind of
any
part of what
ad,
my channel's about.
so you don't make any ad money through YouTube.
I don't know. I'm not monetized at all, and I think that's part of why I don't because they're not making any money off me, so they don't care what I'm doing. Maybe I probably shouldn't say that because now they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
about to shut you.
is that just because you don't want to deal with it?
Yeah, and it's always kind of a thing with me. I was always like until recently talking with Lou and stuff. It's like I got like 2650 around their subs, and it's like, how much am I really gonna? I never really looked into it, and there's really not gonna make very much.
Hmm.
But there's a little bit of I'm leaving some money on the table there by not being monetized. So it's probably
Well,
gonna happen pretty soon. I just haven't done it.
well, I don't. I think mine. I wish I wouldn't have even done it because the amount of
Yeah.
ads that they push versus what they pay me is crazy. And I made like 700-800 bucks really quick, and then it's like my and they say not to talk about this because it sounds like you're whining or whatever. But I found the graph. I'll send it to you. But you can see the 3 times that they pulled my videos out of, I guess, YouTube circulation, because my views went from doing like my channel would be growing, I'd be getting crazy views, and then it dropped down to like 700 every 2 days, and then I'd build it
Hmm.
back up, and I've tried everything, so I'm almost at the point. Well, that's why I started the Patreon, is I was hoping like 50, 60 guys would go over there, and I could just pull all my ads off, you know,
Yeah.
because I mean half the ads are for like you know, crazy gay shit and Botox and all kinds of stuff that
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm like, maybe there might be a couple of, light and loafers fellas that watch my stuff, but probably not, like,
Right.
why is this what ads they're pushing? But whatever. I
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
don't. Like I said, I just haven't done it yet. So I and I don't know. I actually did download Rumble the other day, and I haven't put any. I haven't really looked into even how you upload over there and stuff. But I know Lou's over there doing stuff now, and so I might. I just put it on.
Yeah.
I was pissed off about the website thing, and I'm just like, I know there's outlets for this stuff where we're not going to get messed with. So
Right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Just make a Rumble video and then link it from your YouTube over there. That's not a bad idea.
yeah, or
Rumble
something. Yeah,
Rumble is just too clunky. Like for me it takes forever. It might take an hour to get a video uploaded and everything. And
oh
yeah, that's one thing that YouTube's the main platform, so it's easy. But Yeah, I got a Patreon, Toby. Let's get off of this because I'll definitely get to a bitching real hard here soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did get the old Chiappa little badger out, and I was trying to make a video with it, and did not go well. So I'm trying to figure out what scope I want to put on there. I think one of those little 1:4s would look cool. Have you seen the Blackhound Optics where they're like, I don't know if they're going out of business or what's going on. They're selling their stuff really cheap.
Really exciting. Yeah, I thought that was some pretty good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about scopes. I don't know how much I've talked about these, but I got a couple of these now. These West Hunter.
You like them
Buy 'em
pretty
off.
good?
They got a store on eBay. These things are for the money that you're getting an awesome scope. I got a 6-24 by 50 and a 4-44. And actually, the 4-16 they had it must have been a sale or something. So I got for like $150, and 6-24 was like 145 or maybe 150. But they're first focal plane, and they're just awesome. So if you got in the market, I just wanted to upgrade my scope game a little bit because I've got a lot of like Penny, CV Life type stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong. It's fine stuff, but Canover Airgun Pesting Channel was like, man, you got to try out them West Hunters. Right. It's
I need to
well
check
worth
because
yeah, it's side focus, all that stuff.
I've got that gauntlet that you sold me, and then I've got a compressor that Wayne Reed sent me that I haven't even. I've got like 3 more things that I got to do before I get to it. But maybe that West Hunter, maybe those cameras will sell and I can buy me a scope. But
Get over there store on eBay, dude. Yeah, they've got good deals. I really like it. Let's see what we missed.
First State says Rumble is tough to work with. It is, man. If they would just better the interface, I would go over there like full speed. But it just takes so long to upload stuff. The Patreon is working better for what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I haven't even tried to upload anything.
Toby said he got a Heritage Rough Rider. I almost bought one. I stopped by the gun store yesterday, and they've got them for $150 there, and they're the previous generation. And I was like, he's like, they're going to go up to 209, man, the next shipment we get. And I'm like, well, if you got it next week, or the next time I come through here, I'll pick one up. He said, well, I got 14 of them. I'll hide one just so.
Oh, all right.
Because he always like squirrels away stuff that he knows that. The last time I went up there, he had like this Marlin 60 and ATI stock that somebody had sanded all the finish off of, and I was like, dude, this is too far gone. But Toby said he only spent $99. Where'd you get? Well, I don't know if we can talk about that here.
Oh,
the Overlord.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. How that works. Jill said that Blackhound isn't going out of business. So
maybe they're just some of them are half off, and if you put the Cyclops Joe thing in there, it's like over 55% off, and they've got a 1-6, but I don't think it's a 1-inch tube, but that would look cool on that Chiappa.
Yeah.
Because I'm wanting one that I can put in a backpack and then, go for a walk, and if I need to shoot something, I can.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see.
Get one, Trav, Toby says. Toby, have you seen the Taurus TX22? It's been out for several years, but I just bought one of those, and it's a lot of fun. 17 round mag. But I kind of wish it was 22 Magnum, because I know the new Ruger single action pistol is. The Taurus TX22 is semi-auto, but I wish that the Taurus was. Big J got choked. I hope that wish it was 22 Magnum so that I could use it for some self-defense, because the difference in 22 Magnum and 22 long rifle is pretty substantial. Toby says he's got the TX22 in green. That's cool. I don't think you've turned your mic back on yet, boss man.
Can you hear me?
Oh, well, you were just being real quiet, real sneaky.
Yeah, I was
Snuck
stealthy.
up on us.
Stuck in my damn toe. Okay. It was like a piece of wire, right? Wire brushing something up here. Got that going for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know. I printed this off, but you guys probably don't really see what crap, but this is from my Challenger Pro uh, regulated. And that's a 35 shot string. And I've sent Terry over at Fox Pro an email about it and have him think what he thinks about it. To me, that doesn't look like a regulated gun. It's like an unregulated gun. So let's see,
Yeah,
see
it's
what
almost
he's
like
thinking.
it's not working.
Yeah, I mean, it's top of mind for me, right? Just earlier today, I got that going. I did buy I think we talked about maybe last week about chronographs. And then, like, the day after we did it last week, I went ahead and bought a competition electronics, the DLX or whatever, the Bluetooth one, which is pretty awesome to have, man. It's talking to you, and it does this kind of stuff.
How much was it?
So 154. I'm trying to think of what it was from Midway USA. It was 177 to the door.
Ain't too
So
bad.
that doesn't include the lighted, light kit and all that. That's separate.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to G-Man the other day, or maybe texting, and he asked me if I bought the debris kit for it. The panels go around it, didn't I? And then so the first time I'm using it, I'm shooting over, like, you should probably buy that kit just to have it around there,
Yeah.
because that's $177. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can roll that thing up. So,
I'd like to eventually get it to where I'm having my chronograph numbers in my videos, but man, I'm always like I got a couple of nice cameras, but I'm always fighting cameras. Like
yeah.
I'll get out there and I'm like, okay, everything's looking good, and I'll go turn my target camera on, and I'm like, okay, the half the battery's gone somehow, and
Mm,
then because I have two cheap camcorders that I use it because I'm not putting my DSLR down there.
right.
Um, I don't know. One day when I grow up, I'll get a nice one.
Right. Yeah. Joe was laughing at that shot screen. I sent it to him earlier today, and he was looking at it. I was actually talking to him about it yesterday, and that's what I got my son's old phone for like an extra, like a target camera type
Yeah,
deal, and I downloaded the app on it. So I thought, well, then I can use this one to film me while I'm shooting, and then you can see the numbers on your phone, blah blah blah, whatever. Well, it is still jacked up, so I shot a string with it, and I couldn't send any information. Like, I was trying to email it to myself or text it or whatever, and it just wouldn't. It said it did it, but it wasn't doing it. So then I had to put the app on this phone. Was able to get it to work. Then I could share this information that I'm getting chronograph. Man, I'm just, ooh,
yeah.
as little information. But,
Toby says, "Do you know what camera Weaponized Hippie uses?" He actually gave me a bunch of advice about cameras, so I kind of talked about kits with him. He uses a Panasonic GX85, a Canon M50, and then an old GoPro and another cheap action camera. But he was a pro photographer before doing this. He's had two other YouTube channels before his YouTube channel. So he's I mean, he sent me custom color profiles to put into my cameras and stuff that I never did.
mm,
But
uh,
he's like he's an actual pro with cameras. So I just learned from like, okay, it looked good on this day. What did I do? And then I like, okay, this video did not look good. What did I do? So yeah,
mm,
Timmy says, so the GX85 that he uses old film lenses and it's a Panasonic. And then the M50 he uses, which is what I use for a lot of stuff, is a Canon. They're about $250 now. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get into the weeds with the money on cameras, but I actually don't like using them for video. I like using action cameras better than the big cameras. But the only reason I hadn't sold the big cameras is I'm starting to get paid for like some pro work with cameras, so I can't sell them. Yeah, that's a wormhole. We should probably not go down with me.
I don't know a ton about it yet. I know you had extended me a deal on one. I probably should have snagged it. I did.
Well, it may be back for sale soon because I've been using the lens that I like to use for video on it is the one I'll need for real estate photography, and so
Yeah,
I'm like toting it out there, shooting guns with it. And I'm like, man, if I drop this right now, you know,
that's putting a serious hurt on you. Yeah,
yeah, where I can pick another one of those action cameras up for $150.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think what else has been going on, man. Just
Yeah,
I really been going deep on this bullpup. Trying to get it worked out. I did that video that released yesterday morning, but I've got some more stuff coming with it. I've got the trigger really pretty dang nice, and get this regulator thing figured out. I'm wondering, like I was talking to Joe earlier. I wonder if I got it. So when you go to adjust it, you take it apart, and from the factory on the body of the regulator, then there's a lock nut, and then there's also the screw, the Allen head screw that turn to adjust the regulator, and they all have white marks on them, so you know where it was set, from the factory. And I don't know if it's just where it was set from the factory is kind of like maxed out, so it's allowing it to shoot like an unregulated gun, or
mm.
what the deal is with it. So I don't know, but I would like to see at least a plateau in there somewhere of 10 shots or so that are pretty much the same. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's been kind of time consuming for me doing stuff around here. It's just I got a lot of stuff done today, which I'm glad. It's been
I
kind
didn't
of a
today, but I've had a good productive, probably past week. We've got a little building that I've been cleaning out that was here when where we lived. There used to be a rent house, and then we pulled the rent house out and put a new single wide trailer where we live. But the old building that was here was like full of trash, and I was gonna bulldoze it, but I was like, well, I might throw some stuff in there, and that was 3 years ago. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna keep the building. I might as well just clean it out, keep my lawnmower in there and stuff. But
Mhm.
it's a pretty good old building, so I've been cleaning it out. I'm gonna get all my stuff that I have in here and put it in totes and put it out there because camera gear,
Yeah,
most of it's stuff like this that the weather is not going to hurt. Little parts and pieces. So
right.
that's what I've been into.
You have any more run-ins with Hornets or anything?
I actually did. It's going to be it'll be a Patreon video.
Okay,
uh,
all right. I love that story you told me, man. About
yeah,
a couple of years ago, I was crying about that. I told a
my
couple of my
my little
coworkers about it.
my little girl just brought every time I get mad at her, she brings it up. You remember that time? And I'm like, yeah.
It's a great story. Anyway, first date. Lou says, just saying how my daughter can check me out on YouTube after I kick the bucket. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool too. There's
Yeah.
both my parents are gone, and it would be kind of cool if I had some kind of, even if they're not like talking to me directly or something, even like on YouTube or something, just watching them and hearing them talk and seeing their mannerisms and things like that. That would definitely be cool, for sure. You know,
Yeah, I wish I had videos of my pops. That was kind of one of the reasons that I started my channel, but my girls don't care nothing about. But I have like a channel that anytime we go do stuff, it's just them. So
Hmm.
That's so we watch that before we go to bed sometimes because they want to watch like all these screaming kids and where they're playing
Right.
and I'm like, I can't take much more of this shit. You know,
Right.
like y'all are screaming, and then the kids on the TV are screaming, and I'm losing it. So let's watch this when we went to the beach 2 years ago, and they're like, "Oh," so it
Yeah.
works out. But
I think it's. Oh, go ahead.
Toby says he's trying to line up his schedule better so he can grow their cojones to start his channel. Just want to share shooting sessions with you guys. Just what I would do is make like 10 videos and keep them unlisted, and then you watch those videos and then figure out what you like about which ones and then post one to public. Because if you the longer you leave them unlisted, it seems like that's what Cyclops Joe told us is YouTube knows where to who to show it to better. So
And that's 100% true because that video I released yesterday is at like 200 views for which for me it's it'd take me a week to get 200 views. So,
yeah, there's
so I
nothing
think
wrong.
that
There's nothing wrong with old GoPros either. I like this DJI Osmo Action, and I sold mine, and then ended up finding this one for a really good deal. And these are super easy to use because you might have 10 minutes to shoot a gun, and you're like, I don't want to get, you see this tripod back here. I don't want to get it out, level it up, and figure everything out and get everything where you can just hit the button on this, and it's
yeah,
like this.
and we're going.
Yeah, it's that
Right.
fast. So I like this a lot better. And you don't really need I'll nerd out about the audio, but you don't need super duper audio for shooting videos.
Yeah,
So
I didn't get these lapel mics just for a little better uh, when I'm moving around or I'm walking away or whatever.
yeah,
They're cheap ones, but they seem to work okay. The audio is okay. It's not great, but it's better
yeah.
than in the past for me. So,
I've been using an old wedding kit from like 7 years ago, and it works good.
they were brand new though, weren't they?
Yeah, it works
They
good.
just never used them.
Yeah.
It's cool. Find them good
I,
deals.
I wish I had the money for all that new stuff, but I do not.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to read some of the comments here. They got a
Yeah.
whole show. Let's just watch comments. They got a whole show going on themselves over here.
I'm trying to figure out what context and remember what we just talked about. And then G-Man says it's a great idea for family videos. I think so too. And it's a good way for, like, my grandma. I don't want to get into all the family stuff, drama I got, but that's a way that we can send her videos of the kids. And, they can, if you send them a link through text, they can figure out how to open it. TV says, Joe, in the last 6 months, I've lost 2 sister-in-laws, a brother-in-law, and 3 friends. Yeah, it's been a rough. Seems like a lot of people have been struggling the past few months. Sorry to hear that, Timmy.
Yeah, I've known a few people that it's just been a weird. The last couple of months have been real strange. A few people that I know, or people that are close to or whatever, have had people die. So it's just my old neighbor from across the alley. He passed away here last week. They lived over there. He's a really good guy. He's retired. The boys were, he was always doing fixing bike tires or like that. At that time too, I was working like 80, 100 hours a week was not uncommon.
Yeah.
He was plugging my personal truck tires for me and just he's just a
Yeah.
good guy like that. But yeah, I'll miss him. Let's see.
Yeah, Bud Light. Toby says in Bud Light. Yeah, I'm hoping that blows over soon because I like Bud Light Lime.
Yeah. I love that crap, man. It grabbed me by the boo boo too, man.
But I don't want to get into a fist
Pound
fight.
down a can of that. pretty buzzed.
I like to mow the yard and drink Bud Light Lime, but I do not want to fist fight anybody on the way out of the gas station.
Right?
You know,
You're looking at me weird. I was last week. We were sitting in a gas station with one of my coworkers, our trucks talking, and a Budweiser truck came rolling in, and Bud Light on the sides. I guess a couple weeks ago. It was right after all the stuff started happening, so a month ago, whatever. But anyway, that guy was unloading, got out of the truck, started doing his thing, and I was like, man, I'll bet he get people yelling at him and flipping him off and honking and stuff all day long. I feel bad for him. He was like, I'm just trying to do my freaking job.
I
Leave
know.
me alone.
I've got a buddy that drives a milk truck, and he's like, "Man, I'm so glad it wasn't pet milk."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guarantee it.
They've been they've been driving that company into the ground for a while, though. Toby says you can't say "blow over" and Bud Light in the same sentence.
Well, he's got a point, man.
Yeah, I'm not a big beer drinker anymore. I always drink Natural Light anyway. Hopefully, they're not owned by Anheuser Busch. But
Let's probably get offered $20 to get all the Bud Light you want. LOL. Yeah, yeah, Joe. Something I was talking about was who the heck was I talking about that? But all the money that these distributors, especially like mom and pop liquor stores, man, that got their Bud orders in, and then this happened, and then now they're stuck with all this stuff, and it's not like they're probably week to week, just like everybody else, trying to keep afloat. Now you got this Bud Light thing coming, and nobody wants to buy it. Like, you guys better be taking that stuff back. Yep, Natty Light, King Break Barrel. Yep, drink plenty of that in my time. But yeah, so you put some people in a bad position. You know,
and
I just saw a horrible one.
all this is happening, and they still haven't legalized weed in North Carolina. So I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, oh, there's the first rumbles of thunder. Out there it is. Yeah, Nebraska will be one of the last uh, to do that. Sure. But,
Yeah, I
so
could not even.
moonshine is better than beer. Yeah, they'll grab you by the boobie though, man.
I had to
White
do
light.
a FBI SBI interview for one of my buddies because he's getting a federal job, and as I was doing the interview thing, because I had a secret clearance when I was in the military for the job that I had. As I was doing the interview, I'm gonna sneeze again.
Here it
Oh
comes.
god! As I was doing the interview, I said, "How do I get this job? Because this seems perfect for me. Like just ride around, talk to people, and you get an FBI ID." And she was like, "Hey, we're actually hiring." I was like, "Can I do this on a motorcycle? Is this?" And then she started asking me like, "Have you ever done this? Have you ever done this?" And I was like, "No. What is that?" But then I told my wife, she's like, "You're probably going to have to chill out a little bit if you apply there."
All right,
But
Maverick.
yeah,
Relax. Let's see. Well,
King
yeah,
Break
man, it's getting old. Lindy, go ahead. Sorry.
King Break Barrel says they sell it. Man, the Bronx. How do you shoot a break barrel in the Bronx?
He's got
That's
a channel, man. You should check it out. He's
I'll
got a few
subscribe.
videos out.
I'll subscribe right now.
He's a great dude too, man. Good guy. Mm.
Yeah, I
Hey,
probably.
Joe. I don't know if Joe's still on here. Joe, you still on here? I don't know if he is or not.
Basement.
Monkey Dad. Monkey Dad. Well, it's his birthday today, so everybody say happy birthday to Joe.
Happy birthday, dude.
He may have taken off. I don't know. I forgot about that till just now. I did send him some wildly inappropriate text messages today. Oh, he's there. Yeah. Happy birthday, man.
This comment section is digressing. But
Yeah.
he said, King Break Barrel says the only thing is a lot of people that sell it get robbed for it. Here,
I
I don't
started there.
even know. See, I'm like so close to Virginia that, and it's like I don't even do it. I mean, I got 2 small kids, so you know,
Yeah.
I rarely get to tie anything on.
There's no time for that. Ain't
No.
no time for that. But
Yeah, I think we covered all. I covered all my list for my gun stuff.
all
So
right, man. Yeah, we're about an hour. So I'm hoping to have some another video up on that Challenger bullpup here by I don't know the end of the week or next weekend sometime with some better results and stuff, groups and that kind of crap. So let's see how that goes. I need to get on the 30 cal Challenger. I haven't even done anything with it yet. I've been so consumed with the other one, and then work's been busy, all that kind of crap. So let's see, but yeah, we'll do it again next week. I always enjoy doing it. I really appreciate everybody coming over to check it out.
I'm
And,
hoping to
we
shoot.
can do what's that?
I'm hoping to shoot a little Tuesday. Hopefully, it won't rain. Hopefully, one of my kids right now is acting like she's gonna be sick this week. So hopefully, I'll get both of them to school and I can shoot a little bit this week.
Yeah, we're
It's
supposed to get decent, like not raining. It's gonna be raining the next couple days. It sounds like, but then it's gonna be like in the 80s. Humidity's probably gonna be up there, but at least the sun's gonna be shining. Like you'll get out and do some shooting.
yeah.
Apparently, Joe's lying about his age. I don't even know. The comments are going by so fast, man. I don't even know what's going on.
Well, man, it was good talking to you.
Yep, you too, guys. Thanks for coming over. We'll see you guys again next Sunday. Have a good week, everybody.
All right, man. See ya.
See ya.